it's Tina here and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I hope that you would hit that subscribe button and stay a little while. And I know you guys that YouTube has changed a little bit. So even if you are subscribed to my channel, you may not get a notification letting you know that I've uploaded a video. So make sure that you hit the notifications bell so that way you know every time I upload a video and you'll be the first one to see it. So today, you guys, I did a Boxycharm. Oh my gosh, I did a Boxycharm full face video for you guys. Seeing as how we are all stuck in the house with this COVID-19, why not continue on and just have fun and enjoy being at home with our families, with our loved ones, and some of us with our friends. So with that being said, if you guys would like to see how I got this beautiful look, just keep watching. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to use is this Murad moisturizing eye cream. This came in the Boxycharm. So I have never opened it before. So as you guys can see, it's still lid's still on there. And I'm actually just going to use what's on the lid. I don't think I need like a ton. About to drop this lid right on my lap. So it says like all around the eyes. And I don't know like if that means the whole, but you know, I don't know. You can't, you know. And then obviously it just says avoid, you know, your eye. So, okay. Product I'm going to be taking you guys is the coconut water cream. This is another Boxycharm product. This is something I use often. I love the way it feels. It looks like that. And I like to just take my beauty blender and dip it in there. That's probably way too much, but just take it and dab it along the whole face. It feels really good. You just got that coconut, you know. It just really, really feels nice on the skin. And this one is, did I say this one is by Hello Fab? We're going to just go ahead in with our Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Obviously, this isn't a Boxycharm product, but I don't have a really good primer. I really, really, really like this one to set and prime my brows just to make sure that they stay. And the oil from my eyebrows doesn't, you know, make my brow come off. You know what I mean? Wipe off really easy. I don't know. All right, you guys. So I just carved out my eyebrows using the Infallible Full Wear Concealer in 325 Eggshell. So I only carved it out. I wanted to do the rest of this with you. We're going to do things a little bit different today. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do my foundation now as opposed to when I'm finished with my eyes. Guys, so I went ahead and taped, and we're going to go back in with that Infallible and finish brightening up the eye. So, in getting back with our Boxycharm products, I'm going to be using the Everyday Vacay. I just got this in last month's Boxycharm, which was February, because we are now in March. So, we're going to go ahead and set the eyes using the Everyday Vacay, and I am going to be using my damp beauty blender. So, of course, you already know, just dip it in, dip it in. And let's go ahead and set this so that it's not tacky and everything goes and glides on smoothly. And on top of that, this stuff smells really, really good. So, sometimes you just put it on just because, you know, it smells delicious. right, so I'm just gonna let this sit on here for about 10-15 seconds, and then I'm gonna go ahead and instead of pressing it into the skin, I'm gonna dust it off. And I'm just gonna be, well, I was gonna be using, here it is, just a fluffy brush. This is actually a Morphe M510. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dust this off. It smells so good, guys. Like, seriously, it smells like coconuts. All right, so I am going to be using the Iconic palette that came in last month's box as well. And as you guys can see, it is an absolutely beautiful palette. So this is the palette that we're using today, and I am going to actually have this baby up here in the corner for you. And I will point out every color that I'm using, as well as I will go ahead and name each color throughout the video. All right. And I am using Morphe brushes. Those are my brushes, my go-to brushes. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have a lot of brushes from Boxycharm, so I didn't really have, I'm going to use the Boxycharm brushes that I do have, but the majority of the brushes I have are Morphe, and they're not really Boxycharm brushes. You know what I'm saying. Okay. So anyways, let's go ahead on with this look. All right. So our transition shade is going to be Into the Nude. The next color we're going to place in the crease is Peaches and Dreams. Guys, so I found a Boxycharm brush, which is an Alamar brush, and it's nice and clean. So I'm going to use this brush to blend this out. And you guys know, just blend everything together that we just laid down. Like I said, you guys, like, I'm really bad at explaining things, but I hope that you guys kind of understand by like just watching. If you don't understand what I'm saying, because I don't know, sometimes I just really have a hard time like getting out what I'm trying to say. So all right, so now I've got that nice and blended. We're going to go back over the transition color again, and then we're going to move on. So using the same brush that you put that first color on, we're going to go ahead back into that transition color and add it to the top. To blend out the edges. And then I know that we kind of lost that transition color a little bit. When you add a darker color, sometimes you can lose that transition color. So we're just going to put that back in there just to make sure that the edges blend together very, very well, and obviously seamless. You guys know I love that word, seamless. So anyways, that's just a quick little, touch up and things. So now that we've done that, just go back in with that brush that you were blending with and just blend all that together. Now we're going to go ahead and place Deep Soul into the crease as well. right, babes, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this Tarte palette. This is the Clay Play. Also came in the Boxycharm. So I'm actually gonna be taking this color right here, which is Onyx. So I'm taking Onyx on a, oops. I'm taking Onyx on a angled brush. No, it's called an angle brush. All right, so basically what I'm gonna do is just kind of like create a wing, but I'm gonna blend out the black into the corner, okay? So we're gonna use this as our start of our eyeliner, but we will be using eyeliner as well, okay? I'm just taking the edge of the brush and just basically like shading lightly against the lash so as not to mess up. I'm trying not to mess up anyways. Okay, so I'm not gonna take it all the way to the inner corner just yet. I'm gonna start to kind of smudge this and bring it up. I really like this Clay Play palette. The colors are amazing. Okay, so I'm just kind of smudging this because I'm going to blend this into the corner just to deepen it up a little bit. Now, I'm going to take that same brush that we used that dark brown on, and I'm going to basically just blend that black into the corner. Now, this is my way of not messing up when it comes to using black, because black can be very unforgiving if you mess up. So, or if you put too much and it's really, really hard to blend out. So this makes it just a tad bit easier, okay? Because we just wanted to darken up the corner just a tad with the black, but we didn't want to go crazy, okay? All right, now taking that clean blending brush, let's go ahead and blend that into the other colors to soften it up just a tad. And then we want to bring, you know, the brush here because we want to blend this all together. Okay. So this look should actually be really pretty, really sultry if you have an anniversary coming up, if you've got a hot date, you know, if you're, what am I talking about? You can't go anywhere right now, but maybe you have a hot online date. I don't know. Dinner at home with the hubby or the wife or whatever your you know, preference is. This could be a really, really beautiful look for that. All right, guys, so in sticking with the Clay Play, I am just going to go into Solstice. Solstice? Jeez, there it is right there. And highlight my brow because we're done with this part of it anyways. So I'm being very, very light-handed right now, especially when I'm doing the edges in the front. I don't want to blow it out too much. So I have to go back over, you know, it. But you can be generous, you know, when it comes to the corner rounding edge of your brow, if you like. Okay. All right, everything's nice and blended together. All right, guys, so we are going to be using our Hank & Henry's Slick With It. This is my fave. I did get this in the Boxycharm, and it has just been my best friend in the entire world. So, yeah. The only thing that kind of sucks on this, though, is that the little spring that was in there that pushes it, it broke. So it kind of has been giving me a little bit of a hard time. I don't want to like, I feel like, yeah, it just kind of like doesn't work anymore because that little spring thing popped out. And I can't have that happening. I love this. You guys. Ugh. Well, it looks like my Hank and Henry's may be so much for that idea, guys. All right, so I found the Beauty For Real eyeliner. This one is called Finish Line, and I got this one in the Boxycharm. I don't use it as much because the tip of it is really, like, it's fat, you know what I mean? And if you see that, I'll show you the difference between Hank and Henry and the Beauty For Real. So as you can see, like, Hank and Henry's is nice and thin, and it's really easy to use, and then this one is a lot thicker. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? Depending on the look, but for me, I'm really bad at eyeliners, so using a thin liner that I can make thicker is my preference. Just let you know. So let's go ahead and I have had this for a while, so I'm not sure. This seems to be okay. Right, my lovelies. So with eyeliner done, I'm gonna go ahead and do some mascara. This is the Big Ego from Tarte, and this is a Boxycharm product. I absolutely love this one, you guys, really because of the pink color. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really think that this is like the most amazing mascara that I've ever used in my life. It is a good one, yes, but I have used better. But I absolutely love the packaging. Like, I love the pink, and I love the gold, and I love the writing, and I actually like the way, like, it feels. I don't know if that's weird, but whatever. You know, I'm gonna take this tape off because it's bugging me. You guys are probably thinking, like, why did you do your foundation first if that was gonna happen? It's okay. I haven't done my highlight, and that's what's going to cover that little tape mess. So right now I'm just putting mascara on my eyelashes before I put my lashes on, which is something that I always forget. Like, it is something I literally always forget to do before I put my lashes on. I guess it's just like, I'm just used to doing it afterwards, you know what I mean? But I've noticed how difficult it can be to, like, get your lashes and the fake lash as well at the same time. So this is just kind of, helping yourself out, I guess, a little bit. That makes sense. So I will be using Luxcious lashes today. You guys already know that I love Luxcious lashes. So if you guys are interested in the lashes, go on over to Luxcious Lashes on Instagram, and you can use Blended Boo for 10% off at checkout. Take advantage of that. Anyways, I need to get some more glue from her as well because I am running out. Now, I'm not going to do an in-depth tutorial on lashes because I did that in the last video, so I will be right back. All right, babes, so lashes are on, and now that the lashes are on, I'm going to go ahead in with that angle brush, the Tarte palette, and we're going to go back into NYX and line over the top of the lash. Awesome sauce. All right, guys, so we're moving on to the next Boxycharm product. I'm going to rephrase that statement in moving on to the next product because I don't have any Boxycharm foundation, or not foundation, but concealers. So I'm actually going to use the same concealers you guys always see me use, because at this point, the only other concealer I have are a Kat Von D concealer, and it is very cakey. I don't really like it. And then the Infallible concealer. So we're just going to stick with these two. So the first thing I'm going to do is put on my NYX. You guys always see me do this. I love this NYX, but the only thing I'm going to tell you about it is very, like it's got a, oh God, like fumes, you know what I mean? From whatever it is that they use, the fumes make my eyes water and they make my eyes burn a little bit. Now, that it's only when I put it on my face like this, where it's actually kind of liquidy, that happens. And then once you start to kind of blend it out, it doesn't, you don't have like, I don't have that problem anymore. I can't say the same thing for you. But that is the only thing that I've really noticed with this one that bothers me. I'm not going to stop using it because I really do like the product. But it is something that I think, NYX should probably take a look at, you know, I don't know, their formula or whatever the formula is, but I don't know, maybe they should rework it or something. If there's anybody else that uses NYX and they've ever used this, and maybe you kind of understand what I'm talking about, or maybe you don't, let me know, because like I kind of want to like just message them, not that I know I'm, you know, little fish in a big pond, but, and just tell them like, hey, I love the product and everything, but you know, this is the problem that I'm having with it, and maybe there are a few more people out there that may be having the same problem, and you know, just kind of take a look at your formula, you know. But don't get me wrong, I really love NYX and I really like this. I think that the formula is good. It's just maybe a little bit too much of something. I don't know. But like I said, I'm not going to stop using it because of that. I just kind of wanted to point that out and see if there was anybody else that maybe has had that same issue or whatever. Just asking around. So now, as you guys can see, I'm covering up my tape mess that I did there. I'm going to go in with my Revlon Youth FX on top of that so that we can have a nice glow. And because of my age, I'm 38, I don't do that huge triangle anymore because, you know, it just doesn't look the same on me. You know, if I was, you know, 5 to 10 years younger, it may, but at my age, I need to calm it down a little bit, but you can still really do pretty looks without having to, you know, having your makeup be so cakey, you know. Maybe when you're younger, you can get away with that, but when you're older, it's very noticeable, especially if you have wrinkles like I do. All right, guys, so in sticking with this, my next step is going to be to bake all of this. And that's basically just setting it so that it doesn't move. Now, mind you, I'm going to be home all day. I can't go anywhere. For one thing, Jenny has the car. She went to work. And for another thing, we can't leave. So I don't know where I would go. So this is going to be a sit at home with popcorn, looking pretty on the couch for basically myself. All right, so I guess I should go ahead and just stick with this because we're doing a really sultry look. Now I'm just carving out my face to make certain areas look thinner, more defined. Okay. And a lot of people like to do like, you know, brighten up around the mouth. I kind of like to define the chin a little bit, just a tad, because I don't want to have like that butt chin looking thing. But I do like to define my chin a little bit. So in keeping with Boxycharm, of course, now we're going to go into the Everyday Vacay by Ciate and set our concealer. Sticking with my damp beauty blender. I'm going to dip that in there nice, and you see I've got it nice and dipped. And then I'm just going to go and run it down and bring it up and under. Oh, it smells so good. It makes me want a pina colada. I'm going to go next door and see what Caroline's doing after this, and we have a drink. See, I'm just going to go next door, which is like maybe 15 steps. Oh, now I've got powder everywhere. No, you guys, it's just this powder. I know what you baddies are thinking. We don't do that type of stuff. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Woo. Yeah, I do look like I've been riding a white horse, huh? Now, when I put this between my eyebrows right here, it really, really helps because my forehead right there, especially between my eyebrows, gets really oily, really oily. So I leave that there. I put that there and leave that there for a little while. So it soaks up all the oil and it keeps my face from getting oily right there all day. And then it keeps, obviously, everything from moving. Just got a lot of powder. Okay, so moving on. So going in with the Tarteist Pro Glow, you guys see me use this a lot, and this is perfect because this is all I'm going to be using now, and it is my contour, my highlight, and my blush in one. So let's, hey, okay guys, so I was able to find a few Boxycharm brushes, and this is a luxie brush. This is a luxie 512 small contouring, which is perfect. All right, so going into the Pro Glow, I personally like to dip into both of these colors and go to town with my face. So that's what we're going to do to start off our contour. Now, fish face is absolutely a must, okay? Okay, so I've got that line there. It's created. It's sleek, it's smooth, and then now we are going to blend. I always blend backwards. It's up to you. Whatever works for you, do it. Now, because today's look is so sultry and so, I want to say sexy, we're going to make our face very, very defined and very, boom, bitch, look at me. If that makes sense. I don't know. That's just me. This time I'm going to keep it really close to the hairline as opposed to making a big, line here. I'm going to keep it closer to the hairline. Moving up. And then I always go right above the brow as it curves. You know what I'm saying? I go right above that and then I'll stop it. And then we'll just continue on to bring it to the middle. Okay. And then circular motions. Back and forth. Then we go ahead and work on the other side. Okay, we've got our definition line. Now let's go ahead and blend. Okay, so you see I've got this nice carved out forehead, I guess you can say. Okay, so we're good. Now we're going to start on our chin and our neck. If you don't want, if you like it just like this is perfectly fine too. But if you want to define your chin just a little bit more, and or hide some things, this is the way to do it. So what you're gonna do is take your brush and you're gonna run it along the bottom of your chin and your jawline all the way up to your ear, okay? And then just continue on. Now I'll always take the corner, turn the brush sideways here, and right here, just add just a tiny bit of color, okay? Continue on. Go over here and add just a tiny bit of color. Continue on. Okay. Okay, now you can see that it made my jawline look a lot more defined, a lot more thin, and it just looks a lot nicer, I guess you can say. So that is how you define your jawline. That is how you define your cheekbones. And if you do the fish lips, that makes it easier for you to find your cheekbones. And then that is how you define your forehead. Now, some people who have short or small foreheads may not want to contour your forehead at all. If you have a large forehead like I do, you may want to contour your forehead to make your forehead appear a little bit smaller than it is. So that is basically the reason why we contour and we highlight, to accentuate and to hide. Accentuate and hide. Now, the next thing that I'm going to move on to, because I'm going to blend everything together, is my nose. So I'm actually going to take, oh, I don't want to, because, okay. All right, guys, so I'm actually going to take this. This is a, like, very, very defined contour brush. And this is the Morphe E47. And I'm going to use this brush right here to carve out my nose using the same two colors I used to do my contour. And having this stuff on my nose is making my nose run or water. Okay, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop it right here. Okay, because you know how your nose has like that little curve there? We're gonna play with the nose a little bit today. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have it stopped right here where the bridge starts on my nose. I've got a fat little nose here, okay? So it's right where the bridge stops. And I turned it around so that the point is down. Now I'm just gonna take a little bit more product and I am going to run it down the side here. So that way I have that cute little button style nose. I don't know if it's like a button, but you know what I mean, where your nose goes like that and it's cute. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So this is something I haven't done in a while. Okay. You guys are probably like, what is that? Wait. Keep it on. Now, I'm going to start right there. Okay. My nose is so fat. And then basically just go around the inside, not inside your nose, but like the bottom part of your nose here. Okay. All right, now that I've done that, I'm going to take a blending brush, just one I've been using, and blend all this out. Now having the powder there helps you to blend this out as well. Did it really do much? Sorry guys, I should have told you what this is, but this is the Alamar bronzer This is the Alamar bronzer brush that just came in the last month's Boxycharm as well. So I'm using this one to blend this out. Okay. This is a good buffer brush, actually. Okay. I honestly don't think that did anything for my nose. I guess, I don't know. Whatever. So next thing we're going to do is blush. As you guys can see, I went the pigtail route today. Didn't feel like doing my hair. It's a possibility that I may throw on one of my wigs. Oh, duh. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be this is my Alamar, and it says right here, oh, complexion brush. Okay. Okay, Alamar, I see you. So we're going to go ahead and use our blushes here, and I like to just dip into both of them. Because we like to be, you know, a little bit extra. All right. Moving on. Moving on. All right, guys. Remember, sometimes I can be a little weird. All right, so then I'm going to take my Morphe R12 fan brush, and don't mind if I do. I'm going to dip it into both colors here. But I'm going to actually use my Fix Plus. Sorry, I should have had it here, but it's supposed to be Boxycharm. Just spray that brush so we can get a really nice glow up. We're going to get a really nice glow up, you guys. So going back and forth, and I'm just going to switch those around, and I'm going like that because we want to be glowing. Okay. Oh, I love a good glow. I love a good glow. Okay. Now before I should have done that, guys, on my forehead, I should have blended. I know I did a little bit, but I feel like it needs a little more. I felt like it needed just a tad bit more, you guys, but I can always come back. I can always come back. Okay? So now we are glowing like there is no tomorrow. We want people to see us from space just in case we need a lift to Mars. All right, let's go ahead and line our waterline. We're just going to be taking that same angle brush, and we're going to smudge out the waterline. Okay. You can kind of put it on there like a stamp, and then smudge it out. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and do our under eye and then set our makeup, do our lips, and we are done for tonight, you guys. Now we're going to go sit down on the couch, throw on some Animal Planet, and eat some popcorn. That sounds like a plan. So I'm going to be taking this luxie brush. This is also a Boxycharm brush. And I'm going in with our iconic. And I think I'm going to go into this Merlot Mondays. It's this really nice pink. There you go. You guys can see that. And that one looked like a really fun color to do underneath the eyes. So why not? So basically what I'm going to do is take that brush and run Merlot Mondays. Ooh, up underneath our smudged out black. Okay. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Merlot Mondays, you guys. Beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and make the corner of the eye pop. And we're gonna go ahead and do that using just a pencil style brush, a little bit. I'm just gonna barely squeeze this, there you go, on here. Tap a tad of it off, and then I'm gonna go into the corner with Wonderland, which is right here. And I just stuck my finger in that, oops. Now, remember you guys, if you watched my last video, I told you that you can take that Fix Plus, put it on your brush, put it on your finger, whatever, and then you can make anything pop. I like this because it's very, very subtle. Very subtle, but it pops. All right, you guys, well, I don't have any setting sprays that are by Boxycharm, but I will be using my cucumber setting spray, and this one is by Wet n Wild. And excuse me for not being prepared and having to actually move out of the way, and excuse the background. My bedroom does need a facelift, so yeah. So this is the cucumber spray by Wet n Wild, and this is the 3-in-1 primer water. I really, really, really like this one. It is so calming. The cucumber scent is just so light, and it just feels so good. So as you guys can see, it's struggling because it's almost gone, but that is one fantastic product. So great job, Wet n Wild. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you guys will stick around and hit that subscribe button. And I hope that you guys will all stay safe and continue watching videos. That's basically all we can do in these times anyways, besides take care of yourselves, love thy neighbor, be kind, and I will see you.